notwithstanding its very far-reaching impact on the life of the country and on the lives of people, on communities, businesses, the NTRC's story is largely untold. So today it's about really bridging that gap, and it's about connectivity. It's a very important occasion for the NTRC because they've been going about their work most efficiently from 2000 until today, and now it's time to tell their story. So at this point, I will invite the chair of the NTRC, Ms. Mary Polius, to move the formal welcoming remarks this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, good evening. I am proud to be here as the chairperson of the NTRC to address you on this auspicious occasion, the launch of a remarkable magazine published by the Universal Service Fund Office of the NTRC. This magazine serves as a testament to the people-centered and connected projects undertaken by the USFO throughout St. Lucia's underserved communities as we strive to bridge the digital divide, and in so doing will broaden opportunities for our people. In today's interconnected world, access to information and communication technology has become an essential element for social and economic development. It is a tool that empowers individuals, communities, and nations alike, enabling them to unlock their full potential. However, it is a harsh reality that not everyone enjoys the benefits that come with such connectivity. Many communities, particularly those underserved and marginalized, are left behind, struggling to participate in the digital age. Recognizing the urgency and importance of this issue, the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission established the Universal Service Fund, USF, as a means to address this digital divide. The USF, managed by the Universal Service Fund Office, is funded through contributions from telecommunications service providers as mandated by the Telecommunications Act. These contributions are not merely financial. They represent a commitment by the telecommunications industry toward the growth and development of our nation. With the support of the USF, the Universal Service Fund Office has undertaken a range of transformative projects aimed at connecting communities and empowering individuals. Such projects include the provision of internet connectivity equipment to schools, libraries, hospitals, and in particular, the differently abled. I cannot help but mention the support given to students during the height of the COVID pandemic through the provision of devices and data amounting to over $7 million. Moreover, the USF has facilitated the creation of community Wi-Fi hotspots, which act as digital bridges connecting previously isolated communities to the vast possibilities offered by the internet. These hotspots not only enhance communication, but also open doors to new opportunities, enabling entrepreneurship, e-learning, and remote work. We have also recognized the importance of empowering individuals with the necessary skills to navigate the digital landscape effectively. Through the USF, the Universal Service Fund Office has organized summer ICT workshops and courses, equipping young people with the knowledge and tools to thrive in the digital age. Additionally, we have developed specific training programs that encourage young girls and women to enter the field of information and communications technology, an industry that has traditionally been male-dominated. Girls in ICT Day is now an annual undertaking of the USF office and is into its 8th year. By breaking down these barriers and promoting diversity and inclusion, we are ensuring that everyone has an equal opportunity to contribute and succeed in this dynamic field. And before you ask, starting this year, we will be hosting a program for the boys as well. The magazine we celebrate today chronicles the inspiring stories of groups who have been touched by these people-connected projects. It tells the tales of individuals who have embraced technology and, in so doing, have transformed their lives and their communities. It serves as a reminder that even the smallest actions can have a profound impact on the lives of many. The NTRC gives special commendation to Ms. Natoya Cassius for initiating, producing and working tirelessly on the publication of this magazine. Well done, Natoya. Our work continues as we roll out our public outreach initiatives aimed at making the NTRC more accessible to the public. I also extend my gratitude to the telecommunications service providers who contribute to the Universal Service Fund, recognizing the importance of their role in creating a more connected and inclusive St. Lucia. As we gather here today, let us not only celebrate the accomplishments of the past, but also embrace the opportunities that lie ahead. The digital revolution continues to evolve rapidly, presenting us with new challenges and possibilities. It is our duty to adapt and innovate, ensuring that no one is left behind in the digital era. As it pertains to technological advancement, artificial intelligence, AI, is taking center stage at the moment and will have a transformative impact on the world, revolutionizing industries, enhancing productivity, and driving innovation. We need to be ready to embrace the opportunities that AI will unleash on us. So, I am happy to report that this year's topic at the Girls in ICT held in April was social media management and the role of artificial intelligence. In conclusion, I invite each and every one of you to explore the pages of this magazine, to delve into the stories of empowerment and transformation that it holds. Let it inspire us to continue our efforts in bridging the digital divide and creating a more connected and inclusive society. Today, as we celebrate the launch of this magazine, we reaffirm our collective commitment to empowering individuals, strengthening communities, and fostering a more equitable and connected St. Lucia. Thank you all for your presence here this evening, and let us continue to strive for a future where the benefits of technology are accessible to all. Thank you.
So the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission is established under the Telecoms Act of 2000. The NTRC is a small organization in terms of size, but its mandate is wide and varied within St. Lucia's sector, which it regulates. So, children doing their SBAs, groups meeting in an internet cafe, or perhaps you escaping the office for a while to go and sit down in the cool of rituals with your laptop to catch up on some reports because you just need to ignore the office phone. The NTRC is a fundamental part of your life. People in underserved communities who can now perhaps, go to a library somewhere and do some research or connect or check their email. The NTRC is a significant part of their life. Life in St. Lucia is not the same as we knew it before 2000. And the NTRC is really significant in that development. So, I really truly do celebrate the team at the NTRC. And I'm surprised at how small the organization is for the size of the impact. So let me introduce you to the NTRC. The admin unit is at the core of the NTRC's operations, working alongside other departments to ensure that the Commission's mandate is fulfilled. It is overseen by Jonita Alexander as Administrative Officer and Head of the Admin Unit. You need to stand. Yes, thank you very much. I did say they were the best dressed people. So the unit also includes Jenna Favre as Admin Assistant, Lindsay Walcott as Office Assistant, Tina Rita St. Rose as Filing and Verification Clerk, and Miss Julina Henry as Office Attendant. Can we see the team? Thank you, ladies. The technical unit at the NTRC is responsible for a wide range of duties related to telecoms in St. Lucia, comprising a senior technical officer, Mr. Alden Sinclair. Mr. Alden Sinclair. A technical officer, Mr. Desmond Regis. No, stand. And a technical assistant, Mr. Bronte Best. The technical unit manages radio frequency spectrum, reviews applications, and makes recommendations to the Commission, drafts technical standards, manages numbering resources, authorizes clearance of telecoms equipment from customs, conducts inspections of terminal equipment, suppliers, and monitors the radio frequency spectrum, and investigates technical complaints. Then we have the USF office. The Universal Service Fund is a crucial component of the St. Lucia's telecommunications landscape, established under Section 44 of the Telecommunications Act 27 of 2000. Managed by the NTRC through the Universal Service Office, the USF is responsible for collecting and disbursing funds and making decisions regarding their prudent management. The Universal Service Office is staffed by 2 dedicated professionals, Ms. Sandra Jones, the USF Fund Administrator, and Ms. Natoya Cassius, the USF Project Assistant. And ladies and gentlemen, the commissioners. The NTRC is overseen by a group of dedicated commissioners appointed by the minister responsible for telecommunications. They are from varied backgrounds in media, public administration, economics, information and communications technology, law, and radio and television broadcasting. They work to ensure that the telecommunications standards are upheld in St. Lucia. The commissioners include, you met the chairperson, Ms. Mary Polius, Mr. Jerry George, with a G, Shana Willie Matura, where's Mrs. Matura? Oliver Lawrence, and Keith Mondesi. So at this point, should we go directly to the launch of the magazine? We've had quite a bit of entertainment. So I will invite Ms. Sandra Jones for the unveiling of the magazine.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to this special occasion as we gather here to celebrate this significant milestone for the Universal Service Fund Office, USFO, a department within the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, NTRC. It is truly a proud and fulfilling moment for me as the Universal Service Fund Administrator to stand before you and reflect on the incredible journey we have embarked upon over the past 10 years. When I assumed the role of Universal Service Fund Administrator in 2014, little did I know of the exciting and transformative path that lay ahead. We hit the ground running, executing our first project, the Soufre Community Wi-Fi and Access Center project. It was a momentous achievement, and it marked the beginning of our mission to bring connectivity and opportunities to underserved communities. Tonight, we come together to shine a spotlight on the accomplishments of the Universal Service Fund Office, which has been working tirelessly behind the scenes for the past decade. With our first magazine, we aim to not only chronicle our achievements, but also create greater awareness of the important work carried out by the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission and the USFO. Throughout the years, we have overseen 15 projects, each one contributing to our mission of investing in St. Lucia's communities, particularly those where the digital gap is wide. Our most recent project, the Smart Bus Shelter, is a testament to our commitment to innovation and connectivity. Interestingly, we now find ourselves returning to Soufre, the place where our journey began, to initiate yet another community Wi-Fi and internet improvement project in partnership with Flow St. Lucia. It is a beautiful symbol of progress and continuity. Tonight, we also celebrate significant milestones within our community-centered initiatives. The Universal Service Fund proudly celebrates 8 years of hosting Girls in ICT programs. These targeted programs are designed to ignite interest and foster the participation of young girls and women in the ICT sector. Additionally, we mark 5 years of Summer Tech Training, a program specifically tailored for secondary level students pursuing ICT subjects. These endeavors aim to nurture talent, empower young minds, and pave the way for a diverse and inclusive future in the world of technology. None of our accomplishments would have been possible without the support and collaboration of our esteemed partners and stakeholders. To the service providers, we express our heartfelt gratitude for your contributions as mandated by the Telecommunications Act and for your role as project implementers. Your commitment has been invaluable in driving the success of the Universal Service Fund. To the project proposers, we commend your visionary spirit and determination in seeking improved internet access and upgrades within your organizations and communities. Your passion has been instrumental in shaping the projects we undertake and the impact we have made. Of course, none of our efforts would hold meaning without the project beneficiaries, the individuals and communities whose lives we have touched. You are the reason for the existence of the Universal Service Fund, and we are forever grateful for the opportunity to provide affordable and accessible internet connectivity and computer access. By bridging the digital divide, particularly in underserved areas, we strive to create a more inclusive society where everyone can thrive. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation first to my department colleague, the Universal Service Fund Project Assistant, Ms. Natoya Cassius, for your hard work and dedication and making the magazine your brainchild as you walk through the entire production. To the dedicated staff and the entire commission of the NTRC, your unwavering commitment, passion, and hard work have been instrumental in the success of the USF. Together, we have accomplished so much, and I look forward to the future with great optimism. In closing, I would like to leave you with a quote by Henry Ford, which encapsulates the essence of our journey thus far. Coming together is a beginning. Staying together is progress. And working together is success. Let us continue to work hand in hand, united in our purpose, as we strive for a more connected and prosperous St. Lucia. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for your presence here tonight, and we hope you enjoyed reading our magazine as much as we enjoyed producing it for your information and enlightenment.
It is really such a privilege and an honor for Sir Calix to be with us, because he really is one of the architects of this that we celebrate tonight and that we enjoy in St. Lucia. And he has consented to deliver some brief remarks. Let me invite Sir Calix George.
I want to say that I'm very, very happy for what I've heard so far, particularly on the matter of the universal service obligations, which is one of the clauses that I insisted should be there to allow for the supply of services to people who could not afford. I noticed that you have done some very good work in that regard, and I want to congratulate you on this. However, at the time that I did the negotiations and forming the legislation, there were certain things that were not predictable at the time. And so the level of the contribution, I can't remember what it was, 1% or something of from the providers. I can't remember the figure it was. But because of the changes that have occurred in the environment and the pressures on us and on the government, I think that the figure should be increased. And I'm willing to negotiate on your behalf on that. There was one other aspect which I hope, when I spoke to somebody in Excel, that should never, ever happen, was the formula for the payment, which is on the gross income of the providers. And that is of great significance. And as I am going out of circulation and of existence probably, because I'm in the departure lounge, hoping that Liat would be late as usual. that clause must never, ever be lost, because the day that you change it, you will have a reversion of cable and wireless, as I call it. I still call it cable and wireless. Because the manipulation that used to happen in regard to the accounts and the profit levels and so on, they used to give us what they want, they say, and then they put in all the costs and so on. So you were thinking on the net. But when you go on the gross, there is no way in which they can trick you. So I'm hoping that that would never, ever change. In respect of the universal service obligations, at the time, we could envisage, well, of course, I suppose short-sightedness on my part, but I couldn't anticipate a lot of the changes in the electronic world at the time. And so the areas for them to assist, I think, is broadening. One of them, I may give an example, is that I heard that they thought something about giving $20 or something like that, together paying the provider $20 for the service. Shouldn't be. The service should be free. And I'll tell you why. It's directly related to the educational system and the situation in which we find some of our students. Some of the people just cannot afford even to send their children to school, much less providing the facilities, right? Which means that if they are not provided with the modern electronic facilities, they will be left behind. So you'll have a greater gap between those who can, a greater gap between the haves and the have-nots, if you call it that way. So we must, by all means, make sure that the university, that is a new obligation that you could put in when you are redoing when the government is redoing the act. I presume that by now there should be modifications in the act, because at the time that we did that so long ago, things have changed, and so you need to review it. So you could specify some of those issues that can help in reducing the gap that exists between those who can afford and those who can't. So I want you to take this, Ms. Jones, into your renegotiations in terms of the general obligations that the provider. So with these brief remarks, I want to thank you very much for giving me this opportunity for those words. Thank you very much.
Somebody once said if a tree fell in the forest, if a tree fell in the forest and nobody heard, did the tree fall? So I don't know what the answer to that is. But the point that I'm making is that there are a lot of trees around St. Lucia that are telling the story of NTRC because they have been impacted. So this evening, that section in the program where the beneficiaries tell the story of the impact of NTRC on their lives. So you will hear this evening from Miss Brianne King, a student of St. Joseph's Convent, who participated in the USFO Summer Tech Training and Girls in ICT Day activities. Ms. Selma St. Prix, yes, General Manager of the Skills Development Center, and Mr. Wang Sonson, General Manager of the Boys Training Center. Turn your gaze to the monitors.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Brian King, and I am 16 years old, and I'm a Form 5 student of the St. Joseph's Convent Secondary School. Last year, in 2022, I co-founded the SGC programming club. With this, I was able to get the opportunity to attend NTRC's 2022 Girls in ICT Day. The experience was nothing short of incredible. I met with amazing women who encouraged me to pursue my dreams of one day working in the ICT sector and who encouraged me to always challenge myself. Later that year, I was invited as a participant for the 2022 Summer Tech week-long workshop. There, I met with peers who were as interested in ICT as I was. I learned from various guest speakers and presenters, played fun games, and ate amazing food. This year, I was also invited to be a participant in the 2022 NTRC Girls in ICT Day. NTRC is like a family to me. They have given me so much knowledge that I ensure to take back to all my peers at school so that they are able to learn as well as I do. I'm thankful to Ms. Cassius and Ms. Jones for always reaching out to me with these amazing opportunities, and I hope to continue working with NTRC in the foreseeable future. Thank you.
Well, I'm excited to say that we got some boosting of our internet, and it has been so stable. It also is far-reaching because here at the different centers, but at BZ, our headquarters, we have in our community a lot of young people who come around the area and actually get internet that they don't have at home to do their homework and assignments. We have a small gazebo and they come there in the evenings, in the mornings, whenever to do their assignments. So we actually are helping the community as well as ourselves. Because we work with at-risk youth, we work with all youth, as a matter of fact, even persons who are older. And they come in and use our stable internet. We use it for so many things, for facilitation, for conferences. So it has been so beneficial to us in the work that we do. Let me tell you, we got some smart boards. And those smart boards, like you could see one of them right here, we use them for facilitation for the trainees. The teachers use it. They are so helpful. You could change it into a whiteboard. You could change it into touch screen. You could do a lot of different things on it, listen to the news. It is very helpful for visuals as well. Because when you have a conference and a meeting, having a small laptop will not really help, your audience. So you do not need to put up a cloth or a big screen or anything like that because it's right there so that you could use straight through the internet. So we really, really have something really valuable. And we don't just have it at BZ. We have it at our other centers in Monrepo and Vieux Fort. And so, the teachers are fascinated. In this digitized age, you must have these tools so that you could do your work. And the internet is fast. And, it helps when we have those big conferences because we don't just have meetings and we don't just facilitate through those smart boards, but we also have our conferences. People come in from the different ministries, people come in internationally and regionally, and they use that and they find it so convenient, so helpful when they come in. So it really is a great addition. And you know, we don't want to be left behind in this digitized age. So, you know, we're really thankful to the NTRC through the Universal Service Fund for these great opportunities.
We received an upgrade in our Wi-Fi services to the center, and we also had wider coverage that would cover the entire premises, whereas before our coverage was limited, but with NTRC, we received wider coverage, and with the increased bandwidth of the Wi-Fi as well as the coverage it provided, this was able to support our CCTV system at the center as well. We also received some computers, desktops, and laptops as well. What this did for us was it really enabled us to deliver our programs in a more timely manner. We were more efficient. At the time, we were pursuing Caribbean vocational qualification in various technical and vocational subjects that we offer. And it allowed us, the teachers as the instructors and the students to do their research when it came to the various subjects they were researching. Also, during that time, we had the advent of COVID, the COVID epidemic, and learning transition to an online platform. And with the aid of the laptops we received, as well as the improved Wi-Fi, our boys who attend school outside of the center were able to communicate with their classmates and their teachers via that platform.
And there are many, many, many more all around St. Lucia who can tell that story.